Welcome to another episode of the Hot Seat with North Philly and Big Baby. Today we got a special guest, man. Came down and blessed the podcast. He's very known in the city. Been moving around, businesses, all type of stuff going on. So we gonna pretty much see what he got to say. This is season 1, episode 2, and I want y'all to welcome my man GMM JETSKI. Welcome to the podcast, JETSKI. Appreciate you coming down, my guy.
Yes, sir. What's the word with you, gang?
Ain't nothing, man. We laid back, man. You know. Glad for you to come down and bless us, man.
Yeah, man. We glad to be here, man. It's a pleasure to have GMM down here in the building. You know, especially with the statue you guys got around the city. You know. We're going to dive a little deep inside of what GMM got going on, you know, and like he said, you know, this is the hot seat, you know, and things will be burning in the kitchen. It's just a matter of time who cut the stove off first, you feel me? Yeah, Philly, go ahead.
So I guess first, man, what GMM mean?
Yeah, Money Mafia.
Okay.
How about that cheese?
And pretty much how the gang come about. I don't want to get too much into the gang. We gonna say that for another podcast, but you know, just give us a little touch and base up on it.
Well, shit, pretty much my boy T. Ross started it all.
Okay.
I met him through Juice, and ever since then we've been locked in.
Okay. All right. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
Shit, man, I was a young nigga thugging. I started off on Grove Street in my trap spot, moving around. And I got robbed a couple of times. And then I got pretty much got blessed with the black market. And my business savvy started from there. I was plugging guns.
So what, you was selling guns and stuff like that?
Yep, I was a gun plug, selling to everybody who needed it. I had all the straps for the low. Had everybody pulling up to the trap on Grove.
Okay. So then you tapped in and y'all got the gang, you got in the gang and all that, boom, and that's how that came about.
Yeah, so pretty much when I was selling guns, I met Juice, and this was before the gang was around. But me and Juice had locked in on just some personal cool shit. So when opportunity came for me to jump in the gang, it was pretty much set in stone from there.
Right. They some good guys though, you know. I can't, from far as what I know, you know, they definitely some good guys.
Hey man, we just some young bosses trying to make it in the world.
For sure.
So wait a minute. You said that you was out there selling the guns, you know, and you met up with a guy by the name of Juice, you know, and y'all was basically just kicking it or whatever, whatnot. how did he say that? Hey, I got this game or something. Like, how was he approach you about the game? Like, how did he do that? Like, there was something that you wanted to do willingly, or it was something that was told unto you about joining it. You didn't think about considering it, or like, how did all this come about? Like, how did you get inside of GMM
Well, shit.
initially?
Well, Juice and T, they was cool. They was rocking. I flew out the city for a while, for about like a week, and then when I flew back in, shit, Juice told me about this opportunity to be in the gang, and shit, it was already a go for me just because I fucked with Juice already on a personal level. Like I fucked with bro, so shit, I was with what he was with.
So
Then
that
I
was
linked
the.
up
I don't mean to cut you off. That was the first gang you got in, or was you in another gang before then?
one and only.
Okay, say less. Say less.
I mean, for a guy like with your stature, you were selling guns. I mean, why would you want to join the gang when you're selling guns, when you're making like big paper on selling guns? What's the need of joining the gang for?
Shit, it's always cool to be around some niggas you fuck with.
Mm,
Why not make money together? You feel me?
mm,
I feel, ain't, there's nothing wrong with it. You know, depending on how
mm.
you gonna go with it.
You're right about that. I mean, we, for a person to, okay, if you selling guns, you know what I'm saying, then you got other two guys, they come up to you, hey, you want to be in the game? You want to be in the game, bro? You know what I'm saying? I mean, for him growing up on Grove, I mean, was you used to seeing gangs all the time growing up over there on Grove?
Oh yeah, all the time. Shit, that wasn't nothing regular. I was selling guns to gang members. Shit.
You was selling guns to gang members. And not one time did you thought about, like, well, since I'm out here selling these guns to you guys, I might as well join you guys.
Hell no, I fuck with people based off the vibe. The vibe ain't there, I ain't going. We can make some, you feel me? We can make money together, but if the vibe ain't there, I ain't fucking with it.
So how long was you in the city before you joined the gang, or did you just jump right into a gang?
Nah, I was probably in the city for like a month and a half.
Okay.
Mm.
It used to be days I was out here by myself, just thugging.
Now
Trying to
let's
grind.
go to them days real quick. Let's go to them days real quick while you was out here by yourself, just thugging or whatever, whatnot. What can you tell me the difference between what was that like then to what it's like now for you in this game?
Wherever I went, I used to get 100K or die. I'm trying to go get some drugs, 100K. Trying to go sell something, 100K to sell here. I don't got none of them problems now.
So you
So
pretty much
So
that's why you joined the gang, cause you kept getting 100K and die.
no, I joined the gang just shit off the loyalty shit. We could have just been kicking it,
Okay.
but just off the strength of, you feel me. You feel me? I fucked the Juice when I met T. It was instant. You feel me? A vibe. Shit. That's gang. I can't see it no other way.
mm, I see it no other way. So as you was into this game, now you ain't being pressed anymore. You ain't the one that's giving up the money or whatever, whatnot. So, as you in this game, was you actually running around telling people 100K or die? Was you doing people how you was being done?
Nah, I ain't never really been that type of guy. Shit, I get paid. When I don't got 100K niggas. I'll sell
Mm,
you a gun for 500K before I rob you for 100K.
mm. Any childhood beefs that you got into that's done carried over with you as you got older? And now that you're in this game, like any childhood beef?
Shit, all of mom's dead.
Mm,
Dead and gone.
mm.
So what you
It's-
feel about gang hopping?
That shit kinda lame. If you just hopping from game to game, that shit lame. But if you do it shit one time, I can't. You feel me? Like But if you just going from game to game to game, just trying to get a game from something, that shit lame as fuck. But if you in a game and you shit, that shit disband, and you feel me, you find a group of niggas that you really fuck with, why not? But don't just be going from game to game to game. That shit's lame.
I feel
Okay.
you.
Let's stick to that, Philly, because I like that. I like that. How do you feel about the game hopping shit? I mean, I like that. Let's dive a little bit deep into that though. Let's just take it to the next step. Let's just okay. Jet, let's just dive a little deeper into this game hopping situation. You said that your guys are built upon loyalty. You and your friendship was built upon loyalty or whatever, whatnot. So let me ask you about, do you know a GMM member by the name of Ego or Will?
I know some guys named Eagle and Will.
Uh, okay, you know some guys. Okay, um, these guys that you know, was they once in your game?
Yep. There was hierarchy in our gang at that.
When you say hierarchy, excuse me, when you say hierarchy, for the viewers or whatever not that don't know what that means, could you explain this to us what hierarchy is?
So pretty much in our gang, you got your bosses, you got your underbosses, you got your captains, your soldiers, and so forth.
hmm
The
So,
hierarchy is your bosses and your underbosses.
mm,
So they were at that level.
So Eagle and Will was underbosses?
Will was a boss and Ego was his underboss.
Okay.
okay, so let me ask you this then. Give me one word, that best describes the names that I mentioned. Okay? All right.
Go ahead, big dog.
All right. Let's go with ego first. One word.
You said one word.
One word. Best describes how you may feel about ego with one word.
I ain't gonna lie. Chill.
Chill. Okay.
Respectfully. Respectfully.
What about Will?
Hothead.
Hothead.
Hold on. You said hi hat?
But not in term, not in the way you would think I mean it. I'll explain that deeper.
Okay,
Once we go
yes.
through it.
Please, just go ahead and let's explain that part a little deeper. When you say hothead, what do you actually mean by like hothead?
Like he let his emotions get to him and it causes him to like do hot headed stuff like argue or like,
So
you let people get the best out of him.
pretty much you'll say he emotional instead of high head. He's emotional.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's continue on down the list. When you hear the name, he raw, what comes to mind? First word comes to
Brother.
mind. Brother. I got one more here. When you hear their name, Juice, give me one word on that one.
I'm gonna give you 3. Player ass brother.
Now, the reason why I asked you these sequential questions because of the fact that you said that it's all about loyalty with your game, and when I mention these names unto you, let's start with Ego, first, and I want you to tell me in your best interest on what type of loyalty did you receive from your ex gang member ego?
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like Ego's still loyal to the game, but he just gotta ride with his brother. And if his brother not loyal to the game, he can't be loyal to the game because he riding with his brother.
Wait a minute. You said brother, like who is the brother? Like what are you talking about?
Will.
Oh, so Will and Ego are
Oh,
brothers.
brother, yeah. So pretty much he being loyal
Oh,
to his brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which that's not,
okay.
there's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
No, yeah,
what they
nothing
supposed to
at
do.
all. Yeah, nothing wrong with that at all.
It's always blood thicker than water, and if you go, if your blood is too thick, I mean, you know, water will have a hard time running. You feel me? But
Hmm.
let's get back into it because there's a lot of things that's going on with GMM right now, and
Hey man, we're a movie.
I wanna get a good understanding on what's going on. Let's start with the there was a popular shootout on the GMM block with a game called BMF. Could you explain what is the reason why you guys are beefing with the BMF game?
I would say it's because we're a lot alike, so that kind of stirs tension sometimes between two games, if that makes
Hmm.
sense.
Okay, but
What you mean y'all like? Oh no, I don't mean to. What you mean y'all like
no, no.
alike?
Like we all have similar interests when it comes to like money, women, shit like that.
So pretty much there's only can be one on the top.
Pretty much.
Mhm.
Now, real quick, by you saying that, like when I read the newspaper and stuff, looking at a couple articles and stuff, man, I be saying they putting in a lot of work in the city, man.
Yeah, they putting in a lot of work, but we know who on top.
What I mean by they putting in a lot of work, right? I pretty much I'm gonna just cut to the chase. I be seeing them like putting down a lot of the gang members, GMM.
Hey, if they spin, we gonna spin again.
I don't see too many pics of nothing coming up though of y'all.
Hey, we silent
Like,
killers. We ain't gotta
okay,
post no pics.
okay, say no more, say no more. I just want to clarify because I know I'm not the only one that's seeing this type stuff or reading this type stuff, right? So I want to
Mhm.
just, I want to be clear and to make sure, like, wow, I know they not just spending like that, and there's no retaliation at the end of the day.
Nah, we bosses. At the end of the day, we got an image to uphold. We gonna spin for sure, but we ain't gotta post it.
Okay,
Gangsters move in silence.
I respect that, respectfully.
Okay, I mean, you're right. Gangsters do move in silence, but it was a lot of loud commotion. You understand? So let's dive deep into that because I want to dive deep into that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the loyalty, like you said, you know, during these fights that you guys have, these gang banger fights or whatever you may call it, you know, what is the resolution of it? What is the ending point? I mean, when is you guys gonna sit back and say guns down, and let's fight it out, I mean, there's women, children around that place, and I seen the video, and it's an apartment building on over there. There's women, children running around playing, and but you guys move in silence, as you say. But it was kind of loud that day. So what is the ending resolution to you guys' beef? You know?
I ain't gonna lie, we putting that into motion right now. Can't speak too much into it. We talking with their bosses, and we feel me, we coming up with a peaceful resolution for it all.
Okay, let me ask you this. Is okay. You do know that there are women and children over there on your block, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel about what do you think the community thinks about GMM over there in the projects?
Hey man, GMM everywhere. We in the hills, we in the projects. You gotta eat somewhere.
Yeah.
So what y'all own the projects now?
Yep.
Okay.
So let me ask you a quick question. Like, how much does something like that might cost a person with your type of statue? I mean, you guys are owning a lot of things, and getting a set of projects is a big business. I mean, you got revolving doors coming back and forth. I mean, people moving out, people moving in. Um, how would you say the business aspect of that is in your own work, your own projects over there?
I just look at it as an endless money cycle. Everybody needs somewhere to stay. If you got somebody moving out, you gonna have somebody moving right in.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Since you said that, I mean, it just hit me. Are you guys comfortable with other gang members coming to stay at you guys' projects?
Hey, if they willing to pay, they can play.
What would the cost be for a gang member to stay at one of your project homes?
It's gonna be a nice hefty tax on that.
I mean, the guy with your statue, you already got the number already lined up, right?
Shit. It depends on which one you want. It might go shit varies from 50K to 200K.
Let me ask you this:
What's the
How
word,
much
big
is
dog?
going to cost? How much it costs for them guys to just be going on y'all blocks, or is this free?
For the members?
No, not for the members. I done seen, I done read all type of stuff like people on y'all blocks. BMF is one of them.
Nah, you gotta pay. Shit. Either you gonna pay or we're gonna shoot it out.
So they paying, they paying to
Ain't
go
no
on.
way around it.
They paying.
Or they sneaking on it.
So is it sneaking if they putting it on the air and putting pictures and all that and letting you know that they there? Is that
If we
sneaking?
ain't there, that's sneaking.
So let
As
me
soon
ask
as
you
you let
this.
us know, we gonna slide.
I got
Let
you.
me, I'm sorry. Listen. So let me ask you this.
That's where we go.
How do you feel about people sneaking on your block to sell drugs, like other gang members or whatever, whatnot? Let's say pedestrians too, like people who is not in the gang but they stay in the projects over there that you guys have or whatever, whatnot. I mean, like, how do you feel about people coming up to your block selling drugs?
I get it. I used to do it, but if we catch your ass, it's either you gonna pay or you gonna lay. Simple as that.
Oh, y'all just don't shoot people right off the bat. You actually look for an explanation of why they're there.
I'm gonna give you 15 seconds to drop 100K or you gonna lay. That simple. But yeah, we don't just up and just shoot people for no reason. It's always money on the table.
Now, is you talking about like civilians? Is that's not a problem? But like if it's another gang and they just coming on your block grinding, or police sliding, or anything like that, they gotta pay 100K, or this is just like for like regular civilians. Like, or if I want to come up on the block, like if you ain't know me, I want to come up. I'm like, yo, give you 100K, let me grind.
If honestly you really beef with gang, so if you're not no op ass gang, we'll just charge you the 100K
Okay,
because we know niggas broke and ain't got their own blocks. So
I got you. I'm with you.
Yeah, because I mean they got damn near like 4 or 5 different blocks. They pretty much own the whole north side of the map. And it's kind of impressive. And that's never been done before. And
oh, don't forget the
No,
mansion.
it
Don't
did
forget
been
the
done
mansion.
before.
You know what I'm
BMF,
saying?
BMF, BMF. I'm talking about before the feds came in the first time. BMF was moving crazy. I think they was one of the richest gang in the city. But after the feds came, now GMM got it. They hold that title.
Mm,
let me ask you this real quick. Not to get off topic or anything. Since you guys are running a business on over there, I mean, what about PD? I mean, is they more lenient on you guys, or are y'all paying them under the table? Like, what's going on? Because what I see is from the news feed, PD don't too much go around that them project areas that's over there.
shit. PD love wherever GMM at.
Yes.
PD
So
love wherever we at.
okay, so how do you feel about PD being around wherever you guys are? I mean, do you feel like it's a snitch in the gang, or like? I mean, I'm just trying to figure out like why would PD want to be around you guys like that if they're not, you know, somebody has to be wearing a wire type shit.
Cause PD always nah, they just know his money around.
They know his money around. They know that GMM got the money.
Shit, they come shooting first and last question later. What about taking a nigga to jail?
So,
So, go ahead.
so have you ever thought about owning a gun store? I mean, you said that you sell guns. I mean, do you still sell guns now?
I'm trying to own everything.
Trying to own everything.
So, is it on site with the police every time y'all see them? Like, far as on your blocks and stuff like that?
I mean, that might be a hard one for them. I mean, it. I mean, why would you want them be shooting you on sight? I mean, another black kid, murdered out there in the streets. From the
Yeah,
hands of
but
the police.
he just said they come up on their blocks and stuff, just be shooting, killing them, so they can't defend themselves. Or what you supposed to do?
I mean, most of them guys got a bunch of illegal weapons.
Yeah.
Hey man, police come shooting on our block and we gotta shoot back. You know what I'm saying? It's the part of being black in America. Gotta go.
So it's on site with them.
Shit, they make it on site.
How you feel about the police?
Fuck them.
Please get the fuck down here.
How you feel about the police?
Fuck them.
You're almost in the camera. Back up.
How you feel
They need
about
to learn how to do their jobs better.
how you feel about the government?
The government, so forth, so forth. They got their good days and their bad days.
Okay. You do you think they fair? You
Yeah,
know
for the
how
most part.
the government, they tight the feds, man. They don't play, man. They get
I
busy
do
for
believe
real.
that the government is heavy on the police side. I do believe that.
They take their side.
Yeah, I believe they heavily take PD side.
So, Mr. Jet, are you married?
Nah, man. I'll be out here chilling.
Hmm. Okay. Um, so you don't have any relationships, or you wasn't with anyone?
No, I'm straight to the bag, man.
Straight to the motherfucking bag. Ain't that a bitch? See, I want to know something, right?
What's the word?
You guys own damn near a half a lot um, up there by the beach, right?
Yeah.
In a perfect good neighborhood, you know. A lot of rich people stay on that side. I mean, how big is that block you say? It was like 2 acres, 3 acres?
Yeah, like 2, 3 acres, like 2.5.
2.5 to 3 acres. Yeah. So let me ask you a question though. I see that you guys have a lot of things going on or whatever, whatnot. What are you doing for your community though? If you're charging people to be on your block, you're charging people to do this, you charge them to do that.
Hey,
What
we
are
giving
you
people
doing for
jobs.
your huh?
I said we giving people jobs.
Giving people jobs.
We giving the regular worker a job. We're giving the trapper a job. Whoever needs a job can get a job if they want to work.
Will they have to pay you um, because of the fact that you're hiring them? Like, do they have to pay you?
Nope, they just gotta work.
So how do you get paid?
I get paid by the work they produce.
By the work they produce. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, Philly.
What I want to know what that we never tapped on, we never got even touched on. Who you beefing with in the city?
We don't be with nobody. I
Man,
don't be with nobody.
it's somebody in this city, man. So you mean to tell me you ain't got no problem with nobody in this whole city?
Nope, I walk around this motherfucker free.
No problem. So you mean to tell, can you run around the city for 7 days straight with no gun?
I do it all the time.
Okay. Respectfully. Okay. Say no more. Say no more. I respect that, man. You know what I mean? Put my hats off to JETSKI, man.
Yeah, man, they say
Sir.
he's been running down the city doing all this shit, got all the goddamn me money, goddamn me. He eat shit. We ain't nothing but podcasters here. We ain't got shit.
Nah,
You
man, we just
know,
trying to make it.
we had to pay for this goddamn interview shit. He done got us on that. Goddamn it.
Hey, I appreciate him coming out showing us some love. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? He came and blessed us, man.
So y'all know y'all get on the love game.
Well,
Yeah, man. I appreciate you coming through, man, and we love to have you again, but we don't give you your flowers, you know what I'm saying, because you don't need the motherfuckers, because we ain't waiting till you down.
And that's for
We
sure,
gonna
man.
and we gonna give them to you right where you heard, man. We gonna give them right to you. You feel me? And you one of them, man. And
Appreciate that.
when we glad to see you out here in the city of Los Santos, man. You know, and you keep up the good work, man, and maybe one day, goddamn it, I'll be trying to knock on your door to get a goddamn job. Hell,
Hey man, we ain't done yet. We just started.
Hey, JETSKI, man, we appreciate you coming out, showing the podcast some love, man. Showing the hot seat, definitely some love. You know, this a new podcast, man, and you definitely came and blessed us with your presence, man. We appreciate it, man. And like he said, we giving you your flowers while you had, man. Much love, my guy.
Much love. I appreciate y'all. I'll be back anytime y'all need me.
You already, man. We gonna hold you for the gang podcast, man. That's what they waiting on. We gonna definitely have y'all on that joint.
Hey man, y'all got my number whenever y'all ready.
Say less, man. Much love, my guy.
Yes sir. Y'all be safe.
yeah, man.